Welcome to D&D's Top 5 Motorcycle Games, procedurally generated by a robot. These are my top 5 games, motorcycle-wise, that have withstood the test of time. That does not include new games. Cough, Ride 2. So to get started with the list, we have number 1, Call of Duty United, oh right, it is, no, not that one either. It is, okay, hang on. I swear I'm really organized with this. Okay. Superbike 2001. So, this game came out, as you probably know, sometime in 2000, 2001, or 1999. The choice is yours. Anyway, it was the first kind of big 3D foray into 3D motorcycle racing, and it was really good. In fact, it was considered the golden standard for several years, and it kind of still is. As far as tracks and all that go, it has the best feel, and in fact, the guy changes positions after pressing a button. That's kind of like the first time I ever played a game where you actually have to incorporate the lean angle and the lean off into racing, and it's actually stands up now. In order to get a good time in this game, my god, do you have to sit for a long time and learn the track. But it's totally worth it because, in fact, the attention to detail, I would argue, is better than most modern racers, to the point where you can actually crash and your guy has to get up, walk all the way back to his bike, pick it up, and take off again. And like I said, it really does. There's so much detail in this game, and honestly, if MotoGP 14 or 15 or 16 or now 17 was as good as this game, it would be off the list, but they're not. None of them are still quality-wise up to par compared to Superbike. What was this game made by? Who made this game? Oh, I bet it's so. Holy sh! Number 4, Burnout Paradise. Wait, what? Are you serious? Burnout Paradise? What, how, why? Oh, I'll tell you why. The motorcycle DLC is fantastic, to the point where none of these bikes are real. It's all about the free roam. The actual mode sucks balls. You don't get to race any other motorcycles, but the free roam is so much fun. I've spent hours just riding the bike around the city. They got everything right. It's stupid how fast you can go. You have an unlimited amount of gears, but it is so much fun. I mean, just purely out of how much fun I've had playing Burnout Paradise, the motorcycle aspect of it, oh, it's good. It's good shit. It's good shit. It's like hot soup in a freezing cold cabin, and you're getting I don't know, whatever the fuck, cannibals or some shit, some Colorado shit, I don't know. Either way, as I said, Burnout Paradise is number 4 on this list because it earns it in the attention to detail, the way the game feels when you play it. It is so much fun. It's actually much more, it creates a sense of speed and a sense of reality that's much more on par to what riding a motorcycle actually is. This aspect of it is done so well, and I feel like once you play it, you'll understand if you've ridden a motorcycle. You're like, oh yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Number 3. Or eins. No, wait, that's dry. I'm getting old and losing it. Before I kill myself, number 3 on this list is Tourist Trophy. Everyone's heard of it. It is the PS2 game that graced us from the heavens by the same guys that made Gran Turismo. Nobody has yet to make another Tourist Trophy. Every year or so I revisit this. I mean, I bought a PS2 just so I could play it again without doing the whole emulator thing. It really is. It's so good. It's the only game I remember where you'll be accelerating on a main straight and you'll hear the wind. The wind picks up, and it's perfect. It's just perfect. It's perfect. When you're just like in reality or whatever, when you're going really fast, you actually hear the wind just start getting louder and louder and louder. And then you get on the brakes to go in for the corner, and the wind slows back down. And then you accelerate out again, and there's the wind. Ride copied its body style positioning system. Ride copied that. It copied so many other things. It copied the way you can change your gear around. Tourist Trophy is full of pretty much every motorcycle ever made, and you can slap on an exhaust or tweak it or tune it or whatever. Sometimes you actually have to. That's the cool part. It is the Forza or Gran Turismo of games. Even though it's presented here in PS2 vision, it's completely worth it to hunt this guy down and to play it. Number 2. What could number 2 be? It's the one most people think about all the time when I'm... Oh, it's Road Rash. Road Rash is so close to being the perfect motorcycle game. In a sense it is, but it has one minor flaw. It's old now. That doesn't mean it's bad. This is still the milestone of my childhood, several other people's childhoods, and nostalgia has actually been good. And going back to this, taking off my rose-colored glasses, I was amazed at just how much fun the game was. It still hasn't lost that. You still have to thread the needle like nothing else to win in Road Rash, and everything about it is just it's so good. The music I still listen to, the art styles are ridiculous, the stories, I don't even know what it is, but there's a lot of shit going on, and writers talk shit about you. They steal your bat, steal your chain, you kick them off, you run over a grandma, you punch them off their bike, you run them over because they kicked you off earlier in the race, the cop's right there, oh shit, you're arrested. Oh my gosh, I could go on. I feel like everybody watching this video has probably heard about Road Rash, right? I'm not the only one in the club. Okay, maybe I'm just crying. But anyway, Road Rash really is... I had a hard time debating between these last two because this game still is so good. In the future, in the year 3000, this is a meme already, but people will still play Road Rash. The formula has not gone stale. It is still just as good. You have to get used to the whole building pop-in, but once you get past that, Road Rash is the game of games. Finally, on this completely opinionated list of racing games, motorcycle-oriented, what could be number 1? What could hold the holy grail of D&D Studios? I have spent the past 100 years of my life as a algorithm playing racing games, and there is only one to sit at the top, to sit in the number 1 podium spot of racing games, motorcycle-wise, and that is, take a guess. I'll wait. Wait it out. Okay, you come up with your opinion. You have an idea? Like, oh, there's one he's missing and thinking about it. It is Midnight Club 2. Midnight Club 2! Yeah! Broccoli and beef. Horrible, weird animations. But my god. I don't think any other game, even in general, I have played so much doing nothing. I sit there and play free roam in Midnight Club. I've played weeks of my life in it. I can't even fathom how much I've played. I've got everything memorized. I've done the whole entire campaign with those crazy-ass end races, which, by the way, are still the hardest I've ever done in an arcade racer. Those last races against Servo and Paris, holy shit, they're tough. But this game, I don't know. There's something magical about Midnight Club. It's like the feeling of... the feeling you get between being awake and being asleep, and it's when you wake up from a good dream, and there's that moment of euphoria, a erythral, just like comes up behind you and grabs you. But it's nice. Well, I guess a grab isn't. That's kind of weird, right? Yeah, it's a little weird. Okay, it's more like a goosebump thing, right? You get goosebumps when you see something or feel something. It feels good. It's like, I'm trying to figure out how to put this. It's like burning a village. No, that's not it. I'd say, what would I say? Maybe it's the feeling when the first time someone ever says they love you in a relationship. And you feel the same way. There's some magic. It's some magic that happens. Well, that for me is Midnight Club 2. I can sit there for hours and hours and hours, and I'll just play it. I just ride around in the city. It's beautiful. There's Los Angeles, Paris, and Tokyo, and each bike is perfectly developed for each of those, depending on where you unlocked it. There's the CBR 929 for LA. There's the Ducati 918 for Paris, and there's the R1 for Japan. Not only is this, in my opinion, the best arcade racer ever made to this day, but also the best motorcycle game. You can just for hours sit there and ride around the city on the bike. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I feel. I've kept Midnight Club 2 around forever. It has the other things going for it too, besides just the general how much fun the free roam is doing wheelies all the time. The music is amazing. I was little when I downloaded the demo, and I never heard Felix the House Cat's, silver screen shower scene song.
Beat seduction in the magazine.
And to this day, I still bump that shit. It's good. That's some good shit. So, and the rest of the games like that too. The soundtrack, the racing, everything about it. It deserves the #1 slot. And Road Rash was there, but it just didn't quite show up as hard as Midnight Club 2 did. And to this day, I still have yet to play a game overall, as far as the way the game just makes me feel while playing it, motorcycle-wise. Nothing beats Midnight Club 2. Like I said, I've gotten lost in this game. You can turn, you can lean, you can ride around in circles. I don't know. I really honestly, I don't think I could tell you. I've described everything ethereally with a feeling, because I feel like that's the only way I can probably appropriately describe this game. It's just the feel it gives you. It's good. And that's why it's deserved the #1 spot on this list, which is just my opinion, but, I'd love to hear what you guys think. If anyone actually does have an opinion about this subject. I'm probably the one guy on the roof of the tavern who's like, hey guys, listen to this. I know the best procedurally generated with a computer and pixels game that you all can play, and they're like, shut the fuck up, just shut up, and they, throw something heavy and hard at me, and it hits me in the head, and I fall over backwards off the roof of the tavern into the, pit of shit and junk, and then I just lay there till I die. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I've wanted to make this video for a super long time, and I'm glad I finally did it, because it's just been on my mind forever, and I felt like this is the one list video that I've always wanted to make. Now, for honorable mentions.